I started recording.
Okay. I'm not. Can I? Yes. Is the screen is visible to you all?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Can you all see the screen?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can see the screen.
Alright.
Okay. Do you know about the HTML? About the
Mahi, I think you need to
enter,
share
then
your entire screen. We're just seeing your Chrome browser.
okay, okay. Sorry, sorry. I can.
So just stop
stop
sharing.
and I can
Yeah,
share
share.
once again
So you
entire
share
window.
entire screen instead of just the
Yes.
window. You,
Yes.
yeah, you share the entire screen as opposed to
Yes.
sharing the window. Yeah. Hi, Gwen. Seems Gwen just joined, but the class started already.
Yes,
My
we can. Yes, we can.
Okay. So, uh, can I start from once again or from the scratch, or you can understand, or you can
I think
understand what I am saying?
probably just start again so that they can see it, so they can follow it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Firstly, we have to means we have to download the VS Code in our Windows. Can create one file. Firstly, you have to create the folder in our laptop. Firstly, create the folder named as the HTML, because we are learning about the HTML, so it will be the better for us. And after moving on that three buttons, we can create the new file. And if we want, we can also use the new create the new folder. Firstly, in the new file, we can give the name for the file, index.html. If uh, if we are using the HTML file, then we have to give extension as the .html. If we are using the file as the CSS for our give the extension as the .ca file. And if we are using the JavaScript code, then we can extension as the JS. So firstly, we are creating the
Sorry.
index file.
Can just to be sure, it's possible that they're a little bit behind. So I just want to be sure that everybody's following. Do you all have VS Code installed on your computers, or do you need help doing that?
Yes, sure, I will help you all. If you can need any help, you can ask me. Are you guys are aware about how to install the VS Code in your laptops?
Yeah. Ayomide, Ebenezer, Jubril. Do you guys have VS Code installed?
Trying to install mine.
Do you know how to install?
Okay.
I'm trying to install the VS Code.
Okay.
Y- yes.
All right. All right. Right. I think you can continue. Mahi. Seems it's a handful of them have VS Code installed already.
Okay, sure. If possible, I can also share the links in the chat.
Yeah, I already sent the link to Slack.
Okay. In the VS Code, then we have to do like that. Emit abbreviation. It says that if we are entering the emit abbreviation, then whole code is displayed on in our PC. Then we have to run it. It shows index dot. If I run the code, then it will redirect to that
Slow
index.html
down.
file. Let's take a look at the code. There is the HTML. We are creating the HTML, so the tags are HTML, like HTML, and we are using the language as the English, so it as lang equal to English. And in the header part we are including the title, means the document part. We are simply give any title to our website, so we can put here as the name. And in the body, our main content is located in the body section part, so we can start with it. Here is the HTML head, and in the title, page title is given to us. I can share the website link with you all. Here is the firstly the header tag is given, and p tag is this for the paragraphs. You can also try it yourself. This is the heading and this is the paragraph. Because h1 tag is the highest tag, so it the part that is in the bold, and due to the paragraph, this is the paragraph. We can also do like that. Hello, this is my first class. And if we run it, then it can shows the hello, this is my first class. We can also add here like h1 is the biggest tag. If we run it, then it will shows like this. It is the basics of the HTML. We can also try here, and there is also the quizzes are given to us. We can also start the quiz according to our need, but I will provide you the assignments. According to that, you can prefer. Until now, anyone have any questions regarding the HTML, or how we can run the HTML, or anyone having any issue regarding the download part for the VS Code?
No, we don't.
Okay. So here we
No, we
can.
don't.
Yes, I have an issue because mine is saying that it does not
So
support
here we can.
Windows 7.
What issue are you facing? Can you speak once again?
It says this program does not support the version of Windows your computer is running.
Okay. Can you install the
Okay,
according to
can
your version?
Ola, can you share your screen, Ola, and let's walk
Yes,
through it
yes.
together.
Okay. Okay, I've shared
I
my
can
screen.
stop. I cannot share. See the screen.
Okay, I think I can see it now.
Right?
You can see.
Or is this your screen?
Is
Whose screen is this?
is there a problem?
Yeah, I don't think I can see your screen, Ola.
Yes, me too. I cannot. I am unable to see your screen.
Just stop.
Okay, I'm coming. Let me share it again.
Yeah.
Okay,
Make sure.
I've stopped sharing.
Yeah, make sure you share your entire screen. There are usually three options there. Click on entire screen.
Okay. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes,
I
yes,
think
we
I
can
yeah I
see.
can.
Okay, so I tried to download the VS Code, but it's not working.
Yes. So can you try opening the file you downloaded? Just go to downloads.
Okay, just please give me a minute.
Yeah, sure. Take your time.
I'm working on it.
So another alternative is to use something lighter because it seems like your computer is a bit draggy. Perhaps VS. I don't think VS does VS Code even still work on Windows 7. You could use
No
something
issues.
like
You can also use the online editor. There is
okay,
online
yeah,
editor. Yes, I can share the link of the online editor. You can use that one for your practice purpose.
right, okay, okay. Ola, you know what? Never mind. Just leave VS Code for now. Use the if
Yes,
you check the call chat, Mahi sent a link. I think it's the very last message there. Just click on that. It take you to. Did you get that? I think his network is bad. You can stop sharing your screen a lot so that your net. I think your connection isn't so great. Just use the link that she's.
So I'm still searching for it.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't search for VS Code again.
Oh,
Just click on the link in the call chat.
there's no message here. Okay, I've seen the link, sir.
Yeah, that one.
yes, I
The link
sent
is
the
loading.
two links. You can use whichever you want to do. For one is the program is and second one is the tutorials point. So you can use that one for the running your code.
Okay. All right. Let's continue. So Mari can continue while he does that.
Yes, can you stop the sharing so that I can share my screen? Yes, sure. Thank you. So let's continue with our HTML introduction. Uh, can you see my screen, all of you?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Here, what is HTML? HTML stands for the Hypertext Markup Language, and HTML is the standard markup language for creating the web pages. As we can create the website, so it is the mandatory part for means if we have to create the layout, basic layout of our website, then we can use the HTML for it. Also, HTML describes the structure of the web pages. There is the tags in the HTML, so we can use that tag, and using that tag we can beautifully create a website. Here is the HTML doc type HTML. It is the document is an HTML5. So upon the means according to our means in the past versions we cannot use the extension like doc type, but up to HTML5 we can use the that one. In the HTML tag we can, it is the root element for the HTML pages, and in the header the meta information of the HTML pages is stored. In the title we can give the title to our website, so we can include it in the title tag. In the body is the main most important section of creating the website. In the body we can include various tags, n number of tags that we have that we want to showcase in our website. So here is the what is an HTML element. This is in the angular anchor bracket. Can start typing the tag h1. My first heading is h1, and in the p tag my first paragraph is like that. There is the history about such content all. uh, we cannot jump onto the history so far because it is not that much important. In the next part we can use the what means what versions we can what matlab, we can also use the VS Code or Open Text Editor for running our HTML content. This is the of basic code of the HTML. We can also type the this text on the notepad, but usually in today's today's world we cannot use the notepad due to the IDs. We can also save the HTML pages. For saving the HTML content we can use the control plus yes for saving our code. Here is the basics of the HTML, and there is the six first HTML headings. In the HTML headings, there is h1 to the h6 tags are given to us. H1 is the biggest tag, and h6 is the smallest tag according to us. We can also see here, if we can write h1 here. If we run, this is the means the bold letter, as it shows it is the biggest. h2, if I write h2, then this is the smallest, as compared to the h1 tag. And heading third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, we can usually use the h1 tag for the heading purposes, like the newspaper we can read as the highlights, means today's news, such like that we can use in the in that newspaper as the h1 tag. And h2 tag, according to our need we can use anything, but it's up to you what you are using according to your choice. There is the six heading tags, remember it. And in the paragraph we can create the p, and in that closing angular bracket we can close the p tag. We can also run it. This is the paragraph, and this is the another paragraph. We can create the n number of the paragraphs, but it must be in the body part. If I print it in the upper part, then it will not work. But how this can happen? We can also write the p tag in the upper side of the html, but it should be in the body tag for the purpose or understanding of the person who are reading our code. It should be, it must to be in the body tag. It is not above the body tag. We can must include the heading tag or paragraph tag in the body section. And links, also you can see that is the w3 schools is the link. So for that purpose we can use the a href equal to, in that we can give the means the link, and this is the link. If I click on this link, I will go to that website. If I want some other link, then I can also use that link. Means if I need that link, I can copy paste here. If I run it, if I click on this link, then it will shows the content. Means if in our website there is the part, you have to include the link and use the ahref tag for including the link. And here we can give the name to showcase that link. I can also give the name as website link. If I run it, then it will change the content. Firstly you can see the this is my link, and I can remove it and I can add website link. You can give the name according to your choice, but if you want to include the link in our website, then you should be include the ahref tag in our in your code for that purpose. And if you want to include the images, then you can also use img src tag for the including the images. This is the image. If I run it, then it will show us html images. It is in the h2 means h2 heading tag. This is the paragraph and this is the image. I can also change the width according to my need, and this is the height. If I run it, then it will resize. Also I can give the height according to me. And alt tag is used basically when when my network is lost, but I have to show the content to my user, that what the images show. So we can use the this alt tag in it. But it has no use. If I remove it, there will be the no error in that. It will up to you what you are using. But it must be, if you are using the images, then it must be in the image tag. Yes, that's all about the images, headings, paragraph, and the links. Have anyone any doubt in that four topics, how we can create or something, any issues regarding that, or want to ask me something about that four tags? Hello, Ola, can you have any doubt?
What do you say?
Do you have any
Yes.
questions?
Do you have any questions regarding?
No.
Have you understood any?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Maybe you can try asking them questions. My if you have questions.
Yes, yes, sure. Next is the nested HTML. We can include various tags in it. Here is the h1 to h6, then paragraph tags. Then this is the, if you have to break the paragraph, then you can use the br tag in it. Like that, p tag is for the paragraph and br tag is for the break. If you want to add the paragraph in the new line or want to break that line, then you can use the br tag. And the most important part, html is not the case sensitive. You can also write the code like that, or you can also uh, like that br. There is no restrictions what you are means using. This is not the case sensitive. Means you can use anything. You can use the uppercase or you can use the lowercase in it for the tags. Moving ahead, there is the hyperlink tag, as we can see, and img tag for the images. There is an relative url also you can use. Alt is for the, if our network is gone, then we can use the alt tag to show the content to the user, whichever whoever landing to our website. And in the style tag, This is the style tag is the content of the CSS. It is the CSS part. As you can also use the CSS means I will teach in the next session how the CSS will be worked. But if in case I can uh, I can told little bit about it. This is the inline CSS. In the inline CSS, we can use the style tag. If we can color it, we can color as the red. If we can also color it as the yellow. According to our need, we can use the inline CSS or external CSS. There is the three types of the CSS. We will moving in the next session. We can learn about the CSS part in the next session. And this is about the title. We can give the title to the websites as this the title attribute. I am a toolkit tip as like that. And we can also use the string like single quote or double quote in the CSS. And about the headings, as we can see, heading 1 is for h1 h2 up to the h6 tags. We are having the 6 tags from starting from the h1 to the h6. For the paragraph we can include the p tag. For the styling purpose in the inline css we can use the property and the value as the tag, as you can see in it. If I want to style the color as the background powder blue, then it can show. This is the inline css part. For styling purpose we can use the css. And we can also use the formatting means if you want to bold our text or italic, you can also use that. For the bold we can use the b tag. For the italic we can use the I tag. And if I use the strong, that means the it acts like the bold tag. Strong tag is act like the bold tag. There is the I tag for the italic. This text is italic. Or there is also the emphasized text for the em. It is like the I tag means italic. Mark and dl. There is also the dl tag. If you want that uh, means the text is uh, you are not
Someone is raising their
understanding.
hand in the call.
Okay.
Ola, you're raising your hand. You have a question.
Ola, yes. Do you have any question, Ola?
Yes, I have a question. Please, what's the meaning of HTTPS or HTTP?
Okay. If you can you mute you so I can. Yes. Yeah, there is the two types of the means if you are using the URL, there is the HTTP URL or HTTPS URL. The both are using for the running means both have the same purpose for the extension. But in the HTTPS it is the more secure because it firstly encrypt the data and then it is so security is more in the HTTPS due because it is using the SSH means there is the algorithm or secure shell network it is using for the https, and in the http it is only using the encrypted part for displaying purpose, so anyone can hack our data. So usually the website, for the securing purpose, websites are using the https extensions before the websites, means https www dot like that. Is it the answer for your questions?
Yes, ma.
Okay. We can also use the sub part, means in the sub, for that subscripted. If we can also do like that, h2o, h2o like this. I can do one thing, h2o, like this. If you want to add something the formula, or we are building the website for the chemical laboratory or for the medical students, we can also use the subscript, as there is having various formulas for it. So we can use the subscript or the superscript for that purposes. If we are using the formulas like mathematical formula, then we can use the superscript in our website. There is the whole list of tags. Firstly, the B tag for the bold, M for the emphasized, I for the italic purpose. If we want the text in the smaller size, then we can use the small tag, or you can use the strong tag, subscript, superscript, insert, DL. DL for act like the italic tag, and mark for the highlighted purposes. There is also the abbreviations. Uh, if I can, if I run it, here you can see. Uh, I write here is the quote from WWFCS website. It is in the paragraph tag, but I don't want the text in as it is in the as it is. So we can use here the for 60 years, means if you are if you like to add the, means if you are building the website like the newspapers website, or like your portfolio, then you can use the block quote in in your website for the means for your choice, as you want to add the text like below or not. It is up to you. You can use the block quote then. Q tag is also there. Q tag is like the same as the P tag. ABBR or address tag. If you want to add the address, then you can use the address tag. As you can see, the address is in the italic section. As you can see, the address is in the italic, as the text is in the italic. There is also the site tag. You can also use the site tag, means if you want the text under the image, then you can use the site tag. For the images, you can use the image tag, and underneath of that you can use the site tag for the description of the, means for the description of that images. you can use this anytime. And
Oh crap.
This was where we stopped. Like when I was last day, I talked about the H tag, the P tag, and also the image tag, right? And we all got that. And I told us like to read up on HTML tag. Did we do that?
I
Yes,
Okay.
read
we
up
did.
on the HTML tag.
Okay. Who was talking? That's Olaji, Olajide. Sorry. So
Yes,
tell
I
me,
read up HTML tags.
can you explain like one HTML tag you learned?
I learned on the body tags. Under the body tags, you can make images and some other tags.
What else?
And we have the heading tag, and those we have six heading tags. And under them, we write or we put the title tag.
The title tag is under the H tag. So what else?
I learned many other tags, ma.
You learned what?
I learned the button tag.
Okay, what is the button tag used for?
The button tag makes basic buttons which you can use in conjunction with a JavaScript syntax, which can make your buttons more, how do you call it, accessible and lively.
Okay, that makes sense. What
Then
else?
I learned
Okay,
the B, that's the bold. The bold just makes your text in the website much better or bolder.
okay, that's correct.
I
Then
learned the essential
then
HTML tag. I learned the essential text.
Let's do something else today. Okay, let's do try making a table. I think that is fine, right?
Catholic foreign kingdom.
Yes, ma. It's fine, ma.
So let's do this. So if you want to create a simple HTML table, you're going to use the table tag. And yes, and inside that table tag, we're going to have the row. You know, in a table, there's always the row and column, right? I mean,
yeah, cool.
so starting with, we are creating a row first. TR stands for table row. Then inside the TR, we're having data, like each data we want in our row. So we're going to have a TD. That's for table data. Are you following the structure? So let's say what should we do uh, in our row? Let's say, okay, let's put names. Paul, Paul, Paul. I have another TD tag. Um, Peter.
Sorry, please, what's the TD tag is for?
Table data. So we're creating a table of rows and columns. Then this is for the row. This is the row tag TR. This TR here. We're trying to. I'm trying to put different data inside this row.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
So okay. And
thanks.
let's take another table data. Mm, so this is it successfully created a row. So what else? So I'm trying to create the column. I think that works. Another row, sorry. Let's create another row. And this is the header, table header. And when I'm done, you're going to see how the table will look like. So TH start for table header. Let's what should be we just use same. Let's see how this looks like for now. I don't know if you get the whole point. So by default, text in like our header are like bold. I think I should put the table header first. I'm coming. I think I arranged it wrong. Basically, we created a row, and inside the row we have this data as the header 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this was how it turned out to be. You can actually have more than one row. Let's say I created this again. Let me just copy and paste this. So I created so I created 3 rows and 3 columns. It gets do you understand?
Yes, you do.
So basically this th tag is just for the table header, and what it does is just to like keep the elements bold and centered. Do you understand? Well, that one is CSS. If you want to like add borders and design to this, that's like CSS thing. I don't think we're touching CSS today. Anyway, I don't know what else to like teach you guys on HTML again.
But we understood the table quite perfectly.
Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about in HTML. HTML again because I basically can't teach them everything. Hmm? Oh yeah, okay. Can talk about lists, another and other lists. Also do button or like a simple form. Okay, let's make a form instead. So before talking about form, Sha, let's talk about the input element. The input element is like the most used form element. The form element. This is the form elements. Form. It talks, contains is a container for different kind of input elements, such as like the text field, buttons, radio buttons, submit buttons, blah blah blah. I'm not talking about all the. Let's talk about input elements. The input element is used in the form element. Yes, they can be displayed in various ways. There are different type of input elements. We have the input type. Yes, we have text. This display a single line of text. You also have an input type of button. When I'm creating a form, I'm going to understand all this. Yes, this displays like a radio button for selecting like many choices. You also have checkbox. You also have submit. Yes, submit. You don't know what submit is. You just use them as like an example. Then you understand it better. So let me just start explaining each one of them. Let's talk about in the input type text. Let's talk about the input type text. Um, mm, okay, I'm trying to create a form. I want to know what form is. Let's say in that form, we want that form to create the option of
When you learn to
inputting our
code,
first name and
you
last
can
name.
build a career that fits your life,
So this is how we create form.
whatever that.
Let's say want to say you're going to use the label tag. And what is the label for? Let's say our
Hey guys,
first
welcome
name.
to the first video of my web development for absolute beginner
First name.
series. This entire series is meant for anyone wanting to learn basic web design and web
Then
development,
you
and
write
there's absolutely no prerequisites. I'm teaching this
first name.
course
How
as
do you
if I'm
spell
talking to
first?
someone that's never written a line of HTML
Just
before.
what I'm
So don't
trying to
worry
do,
about
you
having any
understand.
kind
And
of
if you have
prior web
questions, just let
development
me
knowledge. This will be an ongoing course or ongoing
first name.
series, and each video will
And let's
focus
use
on a
our
different
BR.
topic.
So
So
I'm
in
going
this
to
particular video, we're going to be focusing on HTML only. Then we'll move on
BR
to
tag. What do
CSS,
you
of
say?
course,
What
we'll
did I
go
say
through
BR tag is
JavaScript.
this for
I
again?
also want to show you how to upload a website to the internet. All right, so just a
Hmm?
couple things before we begin. So I want to stress that this
I'm
course
asking.
and this
Ma, please
video
repeat the
series.
question. Sorry.
I said, what did I say BR tag is used for again?
BR, break. That's for breaking.
Okay, okay. I think that makes sense.
So it gives a line in the middle of two
Exactly.
different sentences.
Exactly. Because I do not want this box and this first name to be on the same line. So I use the BR tag. Last name. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm going to explain this. Input type text. So now in this form, so yeah, I'm trying to create a form. I did not use a V earlier. I'm trying to create a form. I want the user to input his last name and his first name. So I basically create a text to look like. So this is a button. So there are various input type. It depends on what you want and who you want to use it for. Let's say if I want mm, checkboxes, checkboxes. I don't know what checkbox is. This is how my HTML file look like. I can always click on this. You get? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's create like a submit button. Let's say want a button after all this. Just going to I'm also going to use the input HTML tag. What type submit. Like value submit. So these are submit buttons. You can start this using CSS, blah 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 blah. So basically that's how we create form in HTML. HTML and CSS. I think that's all I need to know. Okay, there's also a radio type. Input type radio. That's just like a let me show you how radio is. So this is what radio is for. Maybe you're trying to select between two options. You can always click on it. It's not supposed to be like this. Should be able to click just one. Anyway, is that okay? I talked about radio checkboxes, summits, mm, texts, or number. So there are actually different type of input tag. I think there's also like a date. Yeah, a dates. Yes, to select dates. So I don't know if you're trying to like, even if you're trying to like register for something, you see like different kind of forms. What should I use? Which power can I use to like show you from? So basically, this is what I want us to do for me. Hmm. Sorry. Okay, I want us to do something like this for me. You do not have to style it, but I just want a form from you guys. I'm going to like give you guys a link. I'm going to like drop yes a Google Drive link that you can use to submit the form. I want something like this. Are you taking note of it? I want your name, your first name and last name. You can add your middle name. I also want a birth date, like when you were born, then a gender. So I want this option where you can tell me what sex you are, whether male or female or none of the above. Then, okay, I also want a form. It should also include your email, your phone number. Okay, I think, yeah, your phone number. So basically, I want you guys to just create a very, very simple form using just your HTML tags. You don't have to style it or do anything, just a simple form. Something like what I showed you here. Your name, your birth date, gender, email address, and phone number. Yes. You can
Sir, must it be this way or we can
no,
break
you're
it?
good. So we, I'm just telling you, I'm just showing you what something close. It doesn't have to be this way. You can style, you can structure it anyhow you want. Yeah. Also add the
Okay.
submit button. It doesn't have to like submit to anywhere, but I just want to see that button. Do we get?
Mom, sorry, I don't understand that submit button stuff.
Basically, the button submit is used to submit. Let's say, okay, I created this form now. Oh god. Hmm. If I don't know what I can use to like sign up for something. Let's say I'm trying to sign up for something. What should I use? How can I sign up for something here? Oh, sorry. Basically, it's submit. Okay, basically it's submit. But let's say I type out my name here and my last name, and it's like a submit button. What the submit button is good, just to like submit that information to wherever I want that information to go. That's the essence of the submit button. But
Very much, ma'am.
yeah, but then I'm not saying you should let your submit button do anything. I just said you should just create that button. Just I just want to see it there. I don't want you to like. I don't want it to submit to anywhere. I'm not asking you to do that. I just want to see that button there.
Okay, thank you very much.
So I want to see something like this. Where is that site? I want to just see a button like this there. I'm not asking you to do anything. You feel me? So I want your name, both first and last name, your address. No, sorry, your email address, your phone number, gender, then the
Go
button.
on, you have 5 minutes more.
Then I'm done. Do you understand? Do we understand?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much,
Yes,
You
ma'am.
ma'am.
understand
We
the
do.
table thing, yeah?
Thank you very much, ma'am.
All right.
You
So,
don't understand anything you did.
who said I don't understand?
I had some internet issues.
Is that Olajide?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I will. I
You understood?
will send
So
something for you to watch.
the class was
Okay.
actually recorded. So
Okay, it's
you'll be
recorded. Okay, that's
sending,
fine.
yeah.
Okay, inside this was recorded. You can just watch the video.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Okay, that should do it. That should be the end of the class. Thank you very much.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. See you guys later.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Go ahead, please check the Slack for
Thank you.
tutors. Send a
Thank you
message
very
there.
much.
I
Thank
should
you, ma.
what?
Thank you,
Have a
ma'am.
good
Okay, yeah, sure. Bye. Oh, Paul, you can end the meeting now.
jábọ́ láti inú fóònù. Ó jábọ́ ilé epo ló gbé epo gan ló fi jábọ́ ìmúlẹ̀ epo